Aircraft sheet metal bending and forming processes. Sheet metal forming processes are those in which force is applied to a piece of sheet metal to modify its geometry rather than remove any material. The applied force stresses the metal beyond its yield strength, causing the material to plastically deform, but not to fail. By doing so, the sheet can be bent or stretched into a variety of complex shapes. Sheet metal forming processes include the following: bending, forming. Bending is a metal forming process in which a force is applied to a piece of sheet metal, causing it to bend at an angle and form the desired shape. A bending operation causes deformation along one axis, but a sequence of several different operations can be performed to create a complex part. Bent parts can be quite small, such as a bracket, or up to 20 feet in length, such as a large enclosure or chassis. A bend can be characterized by several different parameters, shown in the image below. Bending is typically performed on a machine called a press brake, which can be manually or automatically operated. While using a press brake and standard die sets, there are still a variety of techniques that can be used to bend the sheet. The most common method is known V-bending, wipe bending, in which the punch and die are V-shaped. The punch pushes the sheet into the V-shaped groove in the V-die, causing it to bend. Sometimes called edge bending. Wipe bending requires the sheet to be held against the wipe die by a pressure pad. The punch then presses against the edge of the sheet that extends beyond the die and pad. The sheet will bend against the radius of the edge of the wipe die. Roll forming. Stretch forming and spin forming. Roll forming, sometimes spelled roll forming, is a metal forming process in which sheet metal is progressively shaped through a series of bending operations. The process is performed on a roll forming line in which the sheet metal stock is fed through a series of roll stations. Each station has a roller, referred to as a roller die, positioned on both sides of the sheet.